All right, Varshan, what do you have to say? When one door closes, Varshan has a message from Sharlayan. Ah, Gaddis. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Valdesian request your presence in Sharlayan at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Valdesian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. All right. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ajdaya the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. And she's got a lot to catch up on. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Gaddis. I gather you received our message? Please wait here while I fetch Krile and Graha. Hey, little people. Everybody's so little compared to me. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. How would I say no to a bunny boy? I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there's someone whom he wishes Gaddis to meet. He also mentioned that he would be attending to business at the studio. Shall we look from there? Let's go. Let me get a burger at the stand while we're at it. Now then, where is Erenville?
Erenville!
I hope the voice actors aren't weird this time around. Last time they sounded almost a little off.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Okay.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
Tural. I love the way the lady says it in the trailer. She does the R roll perfectly.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Is this the reveal? Lay out the red carpet. Wait, where is she?
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Oh.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man.
Oh!
I'm Wuk Lamat, claimant to the throne of Tuliyollal.
Wuk Lamat. I'm gonna have to memorize that name. Sorry, I feel like I'm ogling her. Wuk Lamat. You know what? I can already see elements of her face are a lot cleaner and sharper than existing character models. It's like she's already benefiting from that future 7.0 tech. This is a crisp face. I like it. And then she's got a really cool axe. Looks like a dragon, like dragon bones or something. Okay, claimant to the throne. So I'm guessing, I think what they said from the fan fest is that there's going to be a couple of these people claiming that they want the throne, right? She's one of several.
Tuliyollal.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
Oh, what if Erenville also wants to be a claimant at some point?
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Okay.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
I'd go anyway.
Of course, of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The right of succession, taking the form of a contest. It will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Oh, I like Gaddis's expression. He's like, oh god, what stories have you been telling about me? It's that like resigned, friendly sigh. He's like, okay, let's hear it.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Sure, let's go now. Let's not wait till, you know, summer.
Slow down. Wuk Lamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tuliyollal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father.
Wait,
Not
what?
by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own.
Interesting.
And that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Naughty kitty.
Hardly.
Oh.
I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
We've had quite a lot of adventure at this point.
This is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
I mean, how long is this? The beast from the trailer that Estinian kills all by himself? That's not much of a beast if that's the case. Oh. You have my complete attention. This is strictly a rumor, nothing more? Golden City, I've heard about it before. Okay, so this one is clearly talking about when Emmett basically gave us spoilers at the end of Endwalker. You do have my complete attention.
You have my complete attention.
We're going to get along, you and I. Tural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Well, if I've learned anything in this game about rumors, is that they have a pretty high likelihood of actually being true, and often even weirder than what the original rumor states. So I believe it.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Are they like childhood friends?
Tuliyollal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions.
Well, I'm practically the most capable and dependable companion there is.
So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Okay. I do tons of hunts. He's all exasperated. Okay. Loosen up, Erenville. Ooh. We're on an adventure. Let's see. That's the long and short of it. At the very least, I ask that you go on this hunt of hers and take her measure for yourself. So where to for our hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. I mean, are there any S ranks up? Journey to Tural. The game is afoot. Graha Tia appears equal parts bewildered and excited. Chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. We do owe him a decent adventure, don't we? I think we still haven't really made good on that. I mean, we did do some post-Endwalker stuff, but we got a promise to uphold. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. Oh? You were there not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course. But according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition? The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me! Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. Come on, Krile, we gotta teach you a new job. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions, I've got to learn how to paint. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. I've got to go buy my art supplies. If the rest of you are ready, let's head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Wuk Lamat, where to next? So we have to take a ship? And I barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Uh-oh, several cutscenes of playing sequence. We got a big one ahead of us. All right. In addition, you'll be... Okay, so it's a bunch of cutscenes and an instance battle. Got it. All right, this should be interesting.
From here, we must walk.
He still seems kind of uncomfortable for some reason.
much ice. It rivals even Tural. Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
That's the first thing you're thinking about? Ooh, can I eat it?
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
That is definitely lion behavior.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
That's a cool shot.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
Who's Koana?
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
Is that another Hrothgar? Oh! That might be the other Mamul Jaw that's in the bottom right of the poster. I was thinking about that earlier. So we have two new characters unaccounted for. The cat boy that's in the upper right of the poster that looks like he's wearing the machinist outfit or something like that. And then the Mamul Jaw that's in the bottom right that's big and burly. So maybe that's her like adopted brother.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kono's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studium? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
Yeah, maybe he's not a Mamul Jaw. Can you imagine a Mamul Jaw just walking around in Sharlayan? That would definitely get some kind of headline.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand that his identity might remain secret.
Oh.
Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so he's the machinist guy. Okay, I got it wrong. Wait, he said wait, so both of them are her brothers then? She said second older brother. So they could both be her brothers.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
Can I get gossip?
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
We actually get to walk through here? Like maybe through some areas that we don't normally get to? Like, oh, never mind. They literally give us just the same area that you walk through in the dungeon. Okay.
There! The building to the northeast.
This one?
So ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
Spoken like a true warrior.
Let's hunt our fill.
someone's in trouble.
Oh my god. There are multiple things attacking this person.
Taste my axe!
These animals are usually so docile.
Oh, and Ellison. Of course we need to save Ellison's. Hard-pressed surveyor. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are! Gad is the adventurer who saved our star. Would that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you just give me a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
You better believe it.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
What? Oh god, no. I don't need any help from the simps to explain my fame. I guess everybody's like a simp, though, for the Warrior of Light.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Concerned researcher, distressed researcher. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skills. Wait, why don't they have these guys voiced? It's kind of weird. It's like all voiced and then suddenly nothing. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origin has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats? Doesn't that usually mean not necessarily lethally? I mean, we're gonna murder these things. And search for traces of the beast responsible for all of this. If you should find anything at all, we'd be most grateful if you'd share it with us. Okay.
I'll handle this.
Surprised she doesn't try to cook some of these birds afterwards.
Hold still.
Oh my god. Ah, she took my thunder. Maybe I should have gone warrior for this. That would have been kind of funny.
Creature's trail.
Oh, this thing's already dead. You find ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp talons.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
She's definitely energetic. Where are you going? How large do you suppose it is? That's a good question, Graha. Where are we supposed to be going? Oh. You find feathers are scattered around the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
Good question.
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
Somewhere in
you presume
between.
It's even safe to eat.
She probably wants it as raw as possible. So many strange plants you have here. Oh wait, I see it. Animal leavings. Oh, this is like a smaller scale version of that scene from Jurassic Park where what's-her-face puts her hand inside a giant pile of, was it Triceratops shit? The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Okay, oh, okay. Well, there's your answer.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? But if they're spoiling for a fight, then they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
We get to go into this cool building? I feel like Erenville is basically babysitting us. Like, we're the kids, and he's like the long-suffering adult that has to deal with us. Oh. What the hell?
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
If she was Graha, she'd probably get one of those little ding, like gleams in her eye. Oh. Is that a giant toucan? What the hell? That is really big.
What is that thing?
It's like fucking 5 times as big as the thing that she already thought was big. Oh, I don't like that.
It speaks?
That is such a typical cat face. Like a surprised cat expression. Like my cat looks like that sometimes.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Okay.
Come, Wuk Lamat.
Just watch like a true cat, like her fucking pupils dilate and she gets like all super excited. She does a little butt wiggle that they do before they pounce. Oh, I almost feel bad for that smaller bird. Or that smaller flying thing.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
That's fine. How old is this kid? It almost seems like a 18-year-old.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
The bird is pretty gross. And it's so huge. Very large. Okay.
Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh,
What if the
I'm
bird
going
laughs
enjoy
just to like
sinking my
fuck
teeth
with her?
into you.
Okay.
Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
What is that? Is that going to do something this way?
Look out!
Uh-oh. No, come on. My poor casting self has to
I've
constantly
never
move.
seen such an enormous colibri.
Wait, that's how you say it? Colibri? I always thought it was Calibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Oh no. I've been gooed.
I've got you.
Do you? Wait, what? Oh, she did 2 home gangs? That's clever.
Steady now.
Well, that's not even a home gang, actually, because it pulled us towards her. She did, like, basically a rescue, but twice. That's impressive.
You pay for that.
What? Ah! Okay, they gave me plenty of time for that. Oh, shit, I need to help them, though.
Thank you.
Come on, Graha. Get out. Wait, what is this? Oh, wait! Heaven's Ward mechanics? That's funny. This is from... fuck. Which dungeon was that in Heaven's Ward?
Hardly a tickle.
It sounds so awful.
Try this.
Oh yeah, so all. Oh, what the fuck? That looked cool.
Nothing to it. We have you now, you loudmouth bastard!
I wonder if she's basically giving us spoilers for the next set of, like, warrior abilities or something, like with that rescue maneuver and stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
Everything you have at it.
Oh, here we go.
And I had barely limbered up.
What was that? Nerves?
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected.
Oh, so maybe she's doing a little bravado just to kind of puff herself up a little bit. I mean, for us, it's like almost old hat. You know, like we've been through shit at the end of the universe. Like there's not much that could phase us at this point. But she's just starting out in her big adventures, so I could understand how maybe that was a little bit more than she could chew.
You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Uh-oh. Not quite done yet.
But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
They're like, it's flocking this way.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave
Round
this
two.
to me.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, here we go. What the hell?
Have at you.
Krile!
Have you been to Toontown? What did you steal from there?
Terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
I don't know how
As I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
I don't know how I feel about seeing the splash of paint up close. It's a lot less liquidy looking than I would have thought. I know it looks like Splatoon kind of liquid, but it almost looks a little too flat when you're like so close up camera wise to like one of those actions when it happens.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you.
Wait, did her outfit kind of change a little bit? Or am I going crazy? I know she was wearing this thing with a hoodie before, but there's something about her. Was it more like enclosed before? Did she like snip a little bit of her outfit and like update it?
In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuk Lamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The peace didn't stand a chance.
I'm glad to have been of service.
She's like, I can help now, kind of.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Hydaelyn. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you.
Oh, she's like, I don't want to be just an NPC that can't fight anymore. I want to actually at least be able to hit things.
It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again.
Oh, now that I'm seeing it, yeah, so you can see her pants more. It almost looks like it was vaguely, like, very slightly Zidane inspired. Because you got these big white cuffs, and you got these, like, capri kind of pants where you could still see some leg.
That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
That's really interesting that painting, of all the things that I would have figured Krile would be good at, painting was not exactly, like they didn't foreshadow her art ability at all. She was always really good at books, but not necessarily illustration? But that's okay.
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Oh? Oh my. Oh my god, you know what this reminds me of?
Art passed down by the legendary Archon realm. Pictomancy.
Oh, a realm reference. There was an old Nintendo, was it 2DS? Wait, 2DS, 3DS? A game called Drawn to Life that is reminding me of this. And in Drawn to Life, I vaguely remember you'd actually have to draw objects and stuff to help your character. And this is like super giving me like weird nostalgia deja vu. Yeah.
As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style.
Uh-huh.
What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuliyollal.
Oh, right. At the end of the previous patch, wasn't there some super old letter she had from her grandfather or something like that?
It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf.
Right.
And turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant.
Wait, how old is this dude then? It was old enough for her grandfather.
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
Do you have a fancy way of signing his name?
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Oh.
Given how culturally diverse Tuliyollal is, It was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Tural. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So it was some Sharlayan that didn't research their material well enough and just did the default Sharlayan things.
So the letter is fraudulent then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
Why didn't you open with that? Just made everybody think like there was some fucking scheme afoot.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyollal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
I feel like I learned more about her than she probably learned about us, aside from the fact that we're really strong.
We're eating that.
Tastes like chicken? I understand Krile's feelings all too well, the desire to do one's part. It can be daunting to try to keep up, but nothing will change unless we take the first step. Ah, what an exciting hunt that was. And now it's time to savor the reward. Graha is some weird food purist suddenly. It's not a delicious, gooey burger. With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. For better or worse, there's really only one place we can take it to here in Sharlayan, the last stand. Are we gonna get chicken burgers? Chicken sandwiches? Chick-fil-A in Sharlayan? Come, let us see what... this dude's name. Let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. Oh, to Dickon! Well now, there's a famished face if I ever seen one. What can I get you, Gaddis? Make me a chicken sandwich? Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me, I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Oh, it's just a bunch of meat.
Come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Looks like T-bone steaks. The big turkey leg from Disneyland?
I'd heard that Sharlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
Like 99% of Sharlayan cuisine sucks, except for this one place. Oh, that looks good. And she actually took a bite out of that.
Oh, it smells spicy.
Does he not like spice? I can't tell from that reaction if he's interested or repulsed.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Oh. She's doing all kinds of eating. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Was this a spicy food from a couple patches ago? Oh, no! Her face!
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in radz-at-han.
That is quite the expression.
After a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
That was from the last... That was from the other patch. Where we overdid it with the fucking spice. I remember that. Zero
So he started
special.
offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
Oh. Drink some water. Or some milk.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Her eyes are all watery. It's like if Karlak was a cat.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
Oh. Is he just trying to look out for her? They must be like... did I miss something? They must be like childhood friends.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Oh.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Yes, backstory, please.
I thick as thieves since we were little.
I knew it!
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Oh, ouch. What the fuck? Erenville. Wait a minute. Is this like some one-sided, unrequited love thing? What if he's into her, but she's never shown any interest, so he's just been like suffering from afar for years, ever since they were kids. But he's showing it really poorly.
I see.
Yeah, I can't help but think of like the whole Urianger Moonbrita kind of dynamic, where it's like many years later you find out they actually should have been a thing, but for whatever reasons, because they're so dysfunctional, they weren't.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
Mm-hmm.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
I want them to show like a photo of when they were kids, and instead of his current hairstyle, he's got like hair that goes to like his butt, and he's all covered in smudges and dirt, and he used to be like a wild child, but like something about it when he grew up made him become like responsible and tries to like shun all his previous behavior.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
Oh, what is all this stuff? We got some paninis here. It's like yummy looking tart or something. I want that.
Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliyollal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy.
I want to know about this dad, because this dad clearly has been adopting tons of kids, but she seems to love him a lot, so he must be like a good guy. I want to know about this double-headed, gigantic Mamulja man.
Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne.
Okay, 4.
But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
So 4... So she has 3 other siblings? I wonder if they're all related, or if one of them was like... So one of her brothers, definitely. Probably both of her brothers. And then like a third.
A man who is too ambitious by half.
Uh-oh. Is this gonna be like the new antagonist?
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
What? Why for Garland? Why would you pick Garlemald as all, like, if it's not even close to you? Why would you want to? And we're supporting them too. That seems like a really dumb idea. The more I think about it, that's really dumb. Because Garlemald isn't just on its own. You literally have the rest of the Eorzean Alliance or whatever supporting them in various ways. And I don't think they would look too kindly on some outside force suddenly trying to, have their way with the area. Especially after we busted our ass trying to make that area just the tiniest bit safer. That is too ambitious.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
Are you going to say something?
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
Okay.
That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
I mean, you can't get any better than the Warrior of Light, canonically. I mean, not that Gaddis would want to rule a land, but he would certainly be the prime candidate if you're looking for a good candidate.
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tuliyollal?
Give me the option that says no, just so I can see what it says.
You don't need to decide right this moment.
She's like, I don't want to hear a no. I'll just wait until it can be a yes.
But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you.
You're gonna need a nap after all this food anyway.
Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Jesus. Where are you gonna put it? I mean, I guess she's gonna put it in her stomach. Whether Wuk Lamat has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Oh, what food do we get to pick here? Baba ganoush, a caviar sandwich, caviar canapes, canapes? That's where I don't know how to say that. Whatever. Broccoli flour stew. Baba ganoush. Canapes. Canapes. You can tell I don't really eat it, so I don't know how to say it. The coming dawn. Grahatia is mulling over what you've learned of Wuk Lamat and her plan. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuk Lamat's situation. Still, you've afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. It certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me sleepy. This one, because Gaddis is me. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. He's like, You can do it, my most faithful simp. We're talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports as so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. I mean, yeah, I guess I am a summoner, but I like the pretty pictures. I'm a graphic novel summoner. Unblemished book. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Lominsan sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. Wait, the nation's called Mamulja? He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition, he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring them back to Limsa Laminsa. The most notable of these was the popoto, which is supposed to be called potato, but they just want it to sound like some Lalafell Taru thing, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and so burritos come from Tural, interesting, and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketenram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. If they're so interested in the cuisine, why does the fucking Sharlayan cuisine suck so hard? They clearly have enough research to make good food. Alright, what does this one talk about? Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of the creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome includes a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Also, alpacas, okay, so they really are just doing the South American thing, to fully embracing South America. Accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyvera? I think it's a wyver. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Too much reading. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the wyver is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortification cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. What the fuck? Oh, this is the thing they want to kill, right? The Valgarmada. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Oh, it's like the fucking Tural Makto or whatever. Wait, is it Tural? No. The thing from Avatar. The giant fucking winged beast that Jake Sully had to tame. Tural Makto? Now I keep wanting to say Tural Makto. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. So we need to find a Tural Makto for Cat Lady. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents and Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both the northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east to west, but harsher when moving north to south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath a desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamul Jah succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history, and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly it is a testament to the Autarch's... Autarch? The Autarch's greatness. Guess that's the title for that leader? The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they've learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live amongst them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Callian. Wait a minute. So, clearly we're going to expand Blue Mage magic, since we'll be in the heart of Blue Mage territory. Does that mean our, I forgot what his name is, our little Blue Mage NPC friend is going to meet us there? Or is his tale, like, done? Because he's just kind of situated in Ul'dah right now. That would be kind of cool if he traveled over to Tural with us. Or met us there, I guess. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. What? Why blue, then? If nobody had named it before, it could have been Rainbow Magic or some shit. Okay, the reason I chose blue, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. Can't I show off to them that I know blue magic? Wouldn't that endear them even more to me? But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Well, my character barely talks, so I'm covered at least. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? I was rather taken with the tale of Ket and Ram. Papodos, I have a newfound appreciation for them. The legendary city of gold. Let's say Papodos. I mentioned it, so it's got to mean something. I have a newfound appreciation for Papodos. As have I. Despite having just enjoyed a hearty meal, I found myself craving Papodos. As they keep well, they were a boon to sailors, and it was that same property that allowed them to survive the voyage to Eorzea. The book also mentioned a method of preservation which sees Papodos repeatedly frozen and dried. The resultant product was apparently used in stew by people in mountainous regions. I should like to sample that dish one day. That and all the unique cuisines of that vast continent. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught of the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about alpacas. I learned about wivers. I learned about Valigarmada. I like the alpacas. I'm gonna be dumb. Of course we learned about this thing. I learned about alpacas. Ah yes, the alpaca. In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by the way of their lush fleece. They're especially prized by mountain tribes who hold certain rare specimens sacred. I thought I heard familiar voices. Ah, the twins. Feels like it's been a while. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own, do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. You know, you can kind of let the Garlean people do their own thing after a while, right? Take the training wheels off after a certain point. I love how they want to help them so badly, but it's like, I don't know, they're all adults, right? They can do their own thing at a certain point. Having forged a new trade agreement with radz-at-han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. Ooh, that's gonna be some interesting conversations. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history of how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. I think it might be less about how different races engage and more of just acknowledging how fucked up what you did previously in that region might have been. And what of the two of you? What endeavor brings you here this day? Yep. And then we talked about alpaca and popotos. A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We'll do well to read up on Tuliyollal ourselves. The contest... Is Gaddis the only one that's able to help Wuk Lamat? There's no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuk Lamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Elfino. We have planning to do. At dawn, we plan. I will say, wait. It would seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let's return to the annex. He's like, I'm gonna eat a taco when I get there. That's my dream. What's going on?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuk Lamat's request?
I mean, do I actually have a choice? I never say no to a new adventure. I'm still undecided, to be honest. I'd rather not get involved in politics. This is probably the truest thing for a warrior of light. Every time he'd rather not get caught up in politics, and yet he always does. Doesn't get a choice in the matter. I would actually say, as of right now, if I was the warrior of light, which I guess in some weird way I am, I would say I'm still kind of undecided. We know that there's 4 candidates. We've only met the one. So to be truly fair, you really should meet all of them before you make a decision. I do want a new adventure, but I am also still undecided.
I'm still undecided, to be honest.
I don't blame you. No matter the assurances, it's no simple thing to wade into the midst of a political struggle, and in a foreign land at that.
Yeah.
How about this then? Instead of deciding here, go there first and then decide.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. We're going there anyway. We might as well be going there for the right reason.
In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward.
We always do.
That's what adventurers do, is it not?
Yep.
Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
Is this a pep talk?
What's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it.
I'm sensing little hints of Crystal Exarch in this moment, which is kind of nice. But also, it's a little funny because it's like, you don't have to give me, of all people, a pep talk in this. I would probably go into the adventure regardless, but it's nice that he's concerned for us.
Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Or he's just reflecting how he himself feels about it.
But there's an idea.
Hmm?
I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Wait, what? Are you gonna... What if he turned... I mean, I guess we're the Viper in the trailer. This sounds just like when Krile was like, hold on a sec, let me just become a pictomancer. And Graha just goes, hold on a second, then he comes back and he's just a Viper. I've been a Crystal Exarch for long enough. Oh, what is he doing here? Eavesdropping. Wait, why was it just him? Where's Urianger? Oh. Anchor just always has to know everything at all times. A true spy. Welcome back, Gaddis. If you're looking for Wuk Lamat, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch him for you. Sure. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Oh, in here. Gotta fill in that map.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
Oh. Aha. I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. Space, apparently. I've never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it. I almost feel like I can't say the first one because it's like we pretty boldly went where no one went before, and that was like the end of the universe. That's like at least crazier than just going to another continent. I'm going to be more realistic about this one. Say, I've never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it.
I've never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Wait, you guys? Oh yeah, that's right. They're coming too. They're in the trailer.
Alphano, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuk Lamat.
Oh, that's where he went? Oh, okay. No new job for Graha, I guess. Not yet.
And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
Okay, he really did tell her pretty much everything.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Wait, what?
Indeed we do.
Wait, what? Participate? Are we all just trying to see who can become the leader of this new random land?
We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors.
Oh, as champions, right. The way she phrased it's like, hey, you wanna run this place also? You wanna join this contest?
We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliyollal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
Interesting. I'm really curious about when this Scion group is gonna split. Clearly there must be some people in the Scions that don't support the claim, for whatever
The
reason.
more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
He's trying to sneak out of this shit.
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
You're not sneaking away.
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
Oh, why does she seem worried? What's that? What's that face?
As I recall, Krile, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps
Is she worried about
I
her
was.
responsibilities?
Still, I can't help but worry about being away,
just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
Don't worry about being responsible. Just go on a vacation. It's fine. It's our vacation arc, like in an anime. Couldn't take that long.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
Wait, what? I saw you eating a taco, though, dude. You're coming with us in some capacity.
But, Raha...
Hmm?
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
That's a lot of help. I think we're almost overloaded in terms of help. I mean, just me alone.
Now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
That's a big map. Just me alone would be a ton of help. Oh, it's gonna fill in. Are we finally seeing where that cloud space is?
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Oh, it's just, I thought it was going to be an add-on to the huge map, but that's good too. It starts looking way more like our actual map when you start seeing the shape of the continents. So we're going to South America and potentially part of North America. All right, what do we... Oh. So now I'm hoping for the fun, like... to be continued or like post-credit scene stinger for Dawn Trail. As you wonder about your passage to Tural, Erenville will arrange a ship to its guild, or his guild, and you need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you, a rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well in your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Oh, I don't know, maybe something will free up in the summertime? What is this? Oh, miscellany. Is it like a housing item? To try it out. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, in Limsa Laminsa, who are we going to see? Oh, Asinian! Speak of the devil.
When does the next ship set sail? May I ask your destination?
I'm going to go make friends with all the Mamulja.
The north and east, I've already seen.
Wait, so he's... Without him even talking with us, he's just going to coincidentally go to Tural as well on his own? That's pretty funny.
I suppose I'll head west this time.
This dude. So we're just gonna randomly bump into him over there.
West, you say?
He's like, I don't think we go there that often. I'll see you soon, pal. Meanwhile, in old Sharlayan. Urianger, yay! My other favorite, Elzen. Invitation to Smash?
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Oh yeah, they've been like, in one of the previous patches, these guys are like planning something that we don't know about, right? It sounded like they had some ulterior motive for shit.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
No! Are they the enemy, Scions? No! No, I don't want to fight Urianger. Thancred I can fight, I don't care. But not Urianger. Oh, no! They're probably going to support the other contestant.
Doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
Oh, don't you be sexy, goddammit. I have to take a picture of you. Oh, wait, no. You closed your eyes. There we go. He's too fucking hot for his own good.
Suggest thou art far from perturbed.
No, of course not. Thancred loves this kind of shit.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
At least Urianger sounds more like he's supposed to. That other update, he sounded kind of almost like evil.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
Oh, the two dads are gonna be bad. I mean, not bad, but like, we're gonna have to thwomp them. Oh. Okay, come on.
Come, my friend. We make for Tural.
They're all touchy now. Oh. A nice evening.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Oh. I think Gaddis has his own plans.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
Did he re-record these lines? They almost sound more like full of wonder than the last time we heard them. Adventure! Huzzah! Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of a new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond and tread the gilded path beyond. Ha ha! Very, very fucking interesting. So, unfortunately, my most precious of the two dads are going to be our quote-unquote enemies, most likely. But I am curious to see, like, they're not bad guys, so I am curious to see what their rationale is for why they want to back one of the other contestants in this big challenge. And that's only one other group. Who else are we gonna find? This is like, on the next Dragon Ball Z, it's like, there's 4 different contenders for this thing. We're backing one. Urianger and Thancred are backing another. But there's still 2 others entirely. And I wonder if they're backing... So we know that the Makote brother had been in Sharlayan. So they could be backing that guy, but they sent a note, which is weird, because if it was the Sharlayan Makote guy, they could have just talked to him face to face. So maybe this note that they've gotten is from one of the other 2 contestants. There's a lot of things it could be. I just love wondering aloud what it could possibly be. And maybe it'll also be one of those cases where none of the contestants... Well, it's true. It's definitely not the antagonist brother or contender, the one that they said was too ambitious. Because Thancred and Urianger are too good to back somebody that they know is a problem. So at least we don't have to worry about that. Wow, questions. Guess we'll have to wait until, oh my god, sometime in summer to find out more. Let's look at this knapsack. I want to see what the heck this is. Oh, it's a personal effect. Okay. So we just finally get one of the Gleaner backpacks? Oh, cool! Well, I'd need a different outfit for this. But that's neat. My backpack looks so much larger than Erenville's. I guess because I'm an Ellison, but like size-wise, it looks big. Carrying everything with you and more. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Forge ahead.